So Dazon's attempt to acquire BT Sport has fallen through. BT apparently now are doing a deal with, is it Disney, Discovery? And that leaves Dazn out in the cold. Now, I've heard from some sources that it was BT that broke the deal off with Dazn, but other sources are saying that it was actually Dazn who broke the deal off because they said that it wasn't commercially viable anymore. I don't know what that means. They didn't expand. But whatever the case may be, at first glance, this appears to be very bad for Eddie Hearn, Dazn Boxing UK, and perhaps even Dazn Boxing in the United States. But on closer inspection, I'm not so sure because I don't work for Dazn. I don't know how their business model works from the inside. I don't know anybody that works for Dazn. But what I do know is that there was some people when Dazn first entered the US market who were speculating, and I'm talking about just boxing fans and even some journalists who were speculating that Dazn were just using boxing to get their foot in the door in the US market. And some believe that once they got their foot in the door, they were then going to try and acquire a more major sport like NFL, NBA, at which point boxing would just become an afterthought. And the same in the UK. Some people felt like as soon as Dazn manages to get hold of Premier League football, then they're going to push boxing to the side like some stepchild. Well, they haven't managed to secure Premier League football in the UK. I'm not sure if they've managed to secure a major sport in America like NFL, NBA. I don't believe they have. Correct me if I'm wrong. They certainly haven't got Premier League in the UK. I believe that's staying with BT, and who are doing a deal with whatever it is, Disney, Discovery. So what will Dazn do? How will they react to this? Will they then focus even more intensely on boxing? Or were they relying on the massive amounts of revenue they expected to generate from Premier League football to actually continue investing in boxing and continue promoting boxing? I don't know how it's going to go, but it is interesting. And surely Eddie Hearn must be feeling slightly anxious at this point because a few years back, it looked like Bricktop was nearly out the game. I mean, one thing I always said all along is that he is an extremely determined man. I mean, this guy's more determined than the Terminator. Bricktop, that is. He's just unbelievable, that guy. I mean, when he got shot, he checked himself out of hospital after a couple days. He nearly died from that gunshot, people. And he checked himself out of hospital after a couple days because he wanted to get back in the game. You know, he was very competitive and he didn't want his opposition getting one up on him while he was laid up in the hospital. So he's, you know, this guy's extremely competitive and he's come back from the brink many a time, not just the brink of death when he got shot, but I'm talking about in a business sense. So yeah, anyway, a few years ago, it looked like he was on his last legs. His business was absolutely tanking and Eddie Hearn was doing tremendously well, going from strength to strength. Eddie was so cocky at one stage that he was waving his hands saying that Bricktop ain't even competition at all. Don't put him in the same sentence as me and the word competition. That's ridiculous. I have no competition in the UK. My only competition is in America. Not so, keen on saying that now, especially after that, what was it, $41 million bid. Now, again, Eddie Hearn has said that the actual amount of money that they're going to pay out to Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte probably won't amount to $41 million because Eddie Hearn suspects that they put in an artificially inflated bid, that they'd already agreed behind the scenes what they were going to pay Tyson Fury and then put in this fake bid to just outbid the competition. You see it? Whatever the case may be, they still put in a massive bid. Even if their bid was only as big as Eddie Hearn's bid, which was £30 million. Was it £30 million or $30 million? I swear it was $30 million. So I'm not sure what that would be in pounds. But even if it was only as big as Eddie Hearn's bid, that's still a massive bid. That still means that Bricktop is a player in the game right now in the UK. Irrespective of where he's getting his money from, Bob Arum or BT, whoever's helping him out financially, he's still able to get the money, apparently. So he's still a player in the game. And also, a lot of people were talking about the possibility that Bricktop's business, I nearly said his name there, that Bricktop's business might be affected by Dazn acquiring BT. Well, Dazn are no longer acquiring BT. So Bricktop can breathe easy. And anybody who thought that he was going to go down in flames if Dazn acquired BT, well, I guess he won't be anytime soon. So those are my thoughts on the whole situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is this going to be good or bad for BT boxing in the UK? Excuse me, not BT. Dazn boxing in the UK. Is it going to be bad for them? Is it going to be bad for Dazn boxing in the United States? Let me know in the comments section.